You know, all this information in this gut health world has been around the term probiotics. Dude, my yogurt has 2 billion colony forming units. Yeah, what is up? See what I mean? So I'm here to tell you that you may want to pay closer attention to probiotics, little brother, prebiotics. See why. Guys, what is happening? Kevin from Lift and Balance here for another weekly edition of How to Health. This week I want to touch on what's basically taking the gut health market by storm. That is the talk of probiotics. And I want to shed some light on, like I said in the intro, probiotics, little forgotten brother that's getting a lot more attention as of late, prebiotics. Now, there's no denying that over the past 10 years, the interest in one's microbiome, the interest in probiotics has taken the health industry by storm. And that's for good reason. There's research that is coming out monthly showing the importance of a healthy microbiome on its host organism's health. In other terms, our health. So first I want to talk about why probiotics might not be what it's all cracked up to be. And to do this, I'm going to bring you back to one of my typical Saturday nights, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, where me and the crew are ready to go have a night out on the town, and when we get to our destination, it's jam-packed. So what do? You start by scanning the perimeter of the bar to find a spot, an opening to go and get you and your friends some drinks, right? Standard procedure. But a lot easier said than done. So most likely what happens is you get stuck behind another group of people, you end up playing the reach and pass back game. And after 1 or 2 of those games, you ditch that spot and you go find a place that is less crowded, has more room, that you can actually breathe.
Obama out.
Well, believe it or not, this is pretty similar to what's happening to all those microorganisms that you consume in these probiotic supplements. I'll explain. If they are well designed and equipped enough to make it past the acidic environment in your stomach and down into your intestines, ultimately to the large intestines and the colon where you want them to populate, they are oh so graciously greeted by trillions of other microorganisms that call your gut their home. These new probiotic-derived microorganisms do put up an effort to get a spot on the epithelial or your mucus lining, but more often than not they say this place is packed and move on. There is new, very preliminary research that is showing that these microorganisms that are taken within a probiotic supplement are not populating the majority of participants' guts and are simply coming out the other side. Yeah, that side. There's also increasing evidence that probiotics are not one size fits all. There is not one simple solution for the greater population. It is becoming to be evident that it is a very individualized solution, and a lot depends on the individual's current gut population as well as other environmental factors such as diet, stress, and exposure to potential toxins. So before you dive into any type of gut therapy, I think I just made up a term. I like it. Always consult a professional, your doctor or dietitian, people like that who could lead you in the right direction, and make sure that you're doing things in the most impactful way. There are also several companies that provide microbiome testing, such as Biome and uBiome, so you could look into those as well and get a little analysis of where your current gut population stands. But for all the aforementioned reasons that we just went through, that is why just taking probiotics and crossing your fingers is not a good strategy. But this is where prebiotics comes in and saves the day. All right, I don't know about saving the day, but can definitely help. If you haven't heard much about these bad boys, you have been missing out. Prebiotics are the foods that beneficial gut bacteria love to eat. Essentially, it's fertilizer for good gut bacteria. The more prebiotic foods that you eat, the more beneficial populations of bacteria will flourish, and bad, harmful populations will dwindle. See how that works? So where the hell do you find these gut-friendly prebiotics? In real whole foods, of course. Essentially, these prebiotics are the fibers in plants, the stuff that we can't digest, that make its way all the way to the bacteria-ridden large intestines for all of our gut bugs to feast on. And don't think they don't return the favor. As a thank you for all that succulent fiber, the good gut bacteria produce several byproducts, such as short-chain fatty acids and metabolites that in turn are beneficial to the host organism. aka us. These metabolites will help strengthen our gut wall, tune our immune system, lower inflammation throughout our body, and basically aid the fight of metabolic disease. And for these very reasons is why I focus a lot of my time and attention not on probiotics, but on prebiotics, on feeding the couple of trillion of my closest friends the food that they love to eat, rather than just jamming more people into a packed bar. This is not to say that there's not benefits in eating prebiotics and taking probiotics. Like I said before, it just needs to be individualized to make sure that you're doing good rather than harm. So in the meantime, focus on getting more real whole plants into your diet. You'll be basically winning twice. You'll be getting all the nutritional benefits from it, and then you'll be getting all those awesome byproducts that our good gut bacteria produce for us as a thank you for feeding them the food that they love. Instead of going through all of them right here, I'll link to a list of prebiotic foods that you can look to incorporate into your diet below in the summary. There are a bunch of other videos on the channel that talk about the importance of gut health, your microbiome, your holobiome, the environment that you place yourself in, and a ton of other things. So I'll link to some of them below for you to check out if you want to. You can also scroll through the playlist or go to liftandbalance.com to get in-depth breakdowns on all the topics. I'll leave you with this. Keep in mind that it is a marathon. Small steps, day by day, week by week, month by month, add up, they compound over time like interest in the bank to improve your health and improve your life. It shouldn't be all or nothing. So pick a few changes that you can incorporate this week and continue to add on to them over time. We're all playing the long game here. It is a longevity and happiness game. And you can't beat that oh shit feeling when you realize how much better you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally after incorporating change into your life. If you're not doing it for you, do it for your gut bugs. Come on, there's a trillion of them and like one of you. Team, team, team. Good eating.